Señor. coward. You really itching to get shot, ain't you?
What the fuck?
Kill. Yeah.
You look like a damn fool. Oh, shit! Anyway.
Easy now. Easy. the hell?
into the amount of gold that you will have, and that is crucial to this game. Once your character is customized, you will then go through the tutorial. This, yet again, you have no options. It will guide you through step by step the basis story for Red Dead Online. It will guide you through
then. Let's get a look at you. I don't see so good. Jiminy, I'd raise you in this house, there'd be some meat on them bones. You want some of Mama Watson's stew? No, I suppose you ain't got time for eating. Job's a prison wagon. Some of them Russell boys been caught. They need sprung, and sprung sooner rather than later. You'll find them on the road outside Strawberry. Get along now. We'll see what you're made of. Quick as you can. Oh, dear.
That horse will fetch a nice prize. Ain't doing so good.
Thanks kindly.
Look out if you work for me. I'll kick the crap out of you, all right?
Through the mission select, and you'll also unlock a treasure map, which really won't give you that much, but it gives you a good idea of how to start this game. And it's from this point in which you are thrown within free roam, and this is where we can start being strategic about what you really should be doing. So the best content within the game comes down to the roles. This is the bounty hunter, collector, trader, naturalist, and moonshiner. Unfortunately, every single one of these roles requires you to have at least 15 to 25 gold bars to enter, and it's likely that you will not have this right at the beginning. So the first thing that you need to do is complete the main missions. There are 13 main missions in total for a land of opportunity, and for every single one that you go through, it increases the amount of money you can earn, but more importantly, it increases the amount of gold that you can earn. And because this is your first time going through it, you also get a first time bonus. Now, every single year when I talk to first time players, they're always confused with these missions because I say there's 13, but they're only able to go and play 9. So what happened to the other 4? A key point with these missions, which isn't isn't shown or talked about by Rockstar or within the tutorial is that these missions are unlocked depending on your honor level. You'll have 5 missions which really don't matter. You could be honorable, you could be dishonorable, or you could be right down the middle. You will be able to go through them no matter what. You will then have 4 missions which are honorable and then another 4 missions which are dishonorable. My recommendation for the first time going through these, you really should be trying to push for those honorable missions first, because it's a lot easier to get these done and then become dishonorable later, rather than getting the dishonorable missions done and then trying to be honorable after. Once all main missions are completed, you'll have about $1,000 and 10 gold bars. Still not enough for you to enter into your first role. This is when we'll head over to Saint Denis. In Saint Denis, you'll have an icon marked like this, and this is where you can enter into the blood money content. You'll speak to Guido Martelli and you'll have a cinematic. You can enter this entirely for free and it will unlock extra content for you to go through. Now the types of missions that you'll have are very similar to stranger missions, but they have a slightly higher payout. You can head to any stranger within the world.
Blackwater. Short a few hired guns, and I thought you could step in. Money's good, and I feel you're more than capable. Want to go and take a look at it? Come on. Get.
I got bad memories of this place.
No call for this at all.
What the hell's your problem?
enough for my attention. Take a piece of that! Jackass! You're as good as dead. Okay. All right. They don't look so tough to me. Come on. Oh, sure. Thank you. What the hell? Thanks.
world and you'll use where once all main missions are completed, you'll have about $1,000 and 10 gold bars. Still not enough for you to enter into your first role. This is when we'll head over to Saint Denis. In Saint Denis, you'll have an icon marked like this, and this is where you can enter into the blood money content. You'll speak to Guido Martelli and you'll have a cinematic. You can enter this entirely for free and it will unlock extra content for you to go through. Now the types of missions that you'll have are very similar to stranger missions, but they have a slightly higher payout. You can head to any stranger within the world and you'll see blood money contracts, and they will give money, gold, and also capitale. Capitale is collected and can be redeemed for opportunities later once you have enough. Unfortunately, with these opportunities within Red Dead, this is the closest we're getting to heists. At this point, the game is a complete grind. You will need to keep on going through these blood money missions, these opportunities, and also complete awards as well as daily challenges for you to build up enough gold for you to reach the ultimate goal, which is 15 gold bars so you can enter into your first role. Now, with the roles, you can go and select any one you want if there is one that you're really wanting to play. But if you want the most efficient way to go through this, the best thing that you can do is the bounty hunter first. The bounty hunter is the only role within the game that will pay actively on gold. For every mission that you complete, you will be rewarded, whereas every other role within the game, it will only give you money and XP. So with this in mind, head over to Rhodes, go over to the bounty board. It will play about a 5-minute cutscene, and then you'll pay 15 gold bars to enter. With this, you'll get a bounty hunter license, and it will unlock multiple bounty boards across the world of Red Dead. With each of these bounty boards, there will be 3 bounties placed. And as you're at the beginning of your journey, it really doesn't matter which one you select, but as you progress through the bounty hunter ranks, these will change to different tiers. You'll get tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 bounties. And as you go up the tier, it will increase the amount of money, gold, and XP that you can get at the end. Unfortunately, with all missions within Red Dead, especially within free roam, the payout for completing is not set in stone. It's a variable based on how long it took you to complete. So the longer it takes you to complete a mission, the higher the reward will be at the end. Whereas if you completed it insanely quickly, unfortunately, you're going to get next to nothing. And if you do complete it super quick, it does mean that you'll probably get money and also XP, a very small amount, and you may not get any gold. So with these, take your time. With the bounty hunter, you'll also have legendary bounties. These are slightly better and also more entertaining. These have a much higher payout, but is still based on a timer. It's just a timer that you cannot see. For you to get the maximum payout for any of the legendary bounties, it takes you about 30 minutes of you being in that mission before you hit the cap, the maximum amount, and it doesn't increase any more than that. But now that you have unlocked your first role and you've selected bounty hunter, things get a lot easier. It should be easier for you to build to 15 gold bars again. Once you do, this is when you'll select the collector. The collector is the best role within the game for you to earn money. For you to start, you'll need to head over to Madame Nazar. She's in a different location every single day. It will play a cinematic, you'll spend 15 gold, and it will give you a collector's bag. And the idea with this role is that you'll just find collectibles as you're traveling the world. But there's a much easier way. There's a link in the description down below which will take you over to this collector's map, and it'll show you every single collectible within the game, and it'll change on a daily basis as the collectibles change location. If you use this instead and focus on the guaranteed sets, these are the sets which are colored white, you will be able to complete full sets, which will give you the most amount of money. As you progress through the role, you will eventually need to buy into a shovel and a metal detector, but they are insanely cheap and they're definitely worth getting because they'll unlock more collector sets, which will give you even more money. And in all honesty, you're probably going to be able to rank up quicker within the collector than anything else. It gives you an insane amount of XP, as you'll get anywhere between 100 all the way up to 300 per collectible, and you'll also get 1,500 once you actually sell the set at the end. It really doesn't take long for you to go through this for you to be insanely rich. The only downside is that it doesn't give any gold. The only way that you're getting gold is by ranking up your character itself, and every 5 ranks you'll be able to unlock a treasure map. My overall recommendation is for you to play the bounty hunter and the collector at the exact same time. head over to a bounty board, select a bounty, find that bounty, put them on the back of your horse, and then just spend remaining minutes that you have left as part of that mission finding nearby collectibles. This way you're progressing the amount of gold that you can earn and also the amount of money. Eventually you'll build up enough gold again to go into the next roles. My recommendation is that you push for 15 gold bars to buy the trader, and then push for 25 gold bars to get the naturalist, and then another 25 gold bars after that to finally push for the moonshiner. The reason for this is because for you to get the moonshiner, you first must have the trader, but for you to optimize the trader, you kind of need to have the naturalist. So it makes sense for you to go in this order. The trader can be your first passive role. It is still incredibly grindy, especially right at the beginning. You will need to hunt animals for materials and then use those materials to resupply the trader. But once it's set up, you can let that go in the background and you'll be able to go and do your own thing. You'll come back 50 minutes later and you should have 25 goods. You just need to keep on making sure that there's enough materials and you keep on doing resupply missions. The naturalist is probably one of the most boring roles within the game because it requires you to sedate and sample animals. This is how you build up enough XP to progress through the ranks, but it can be part of a great money making method with the trader. With the naturalist, there are legendary animal missions which you can unlock. And even though once you go through this mission, it will tell you to sedate and sample the legendary animal, you can kill and skin it. Once you skin the animal, you are taken back into free roam where you can then take that over to your trader camp and donate it. And whereas most animal parts will give you a maximum of 30 materials per animal, with the legendary animals you can get anywhere between 38 to 60 materials depending on the animal.
Well, 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 looky here. You come here to rob me, you ain't gonna get much. Life's pretty simple out here. Only thing I got worth taking, well, some old stories. And those ain't everyone's taste, neither. You know, folks like to come out here, lend a hand time to time. And I'll pay 'em for it when I can. You see, this old leg here, well, to be more precise, the lacking of it, prevents me from taking care of things the way I like to. What do you say? You want to help an old man out with what's vexing him? All right. So here it is. Supply wagon's supposed to make its way up here. Got caught in an ambuscade. Now here they got it and all the supplies out near 6 Point's cabin. If you can bring it back for us, why, these coming months might not be so hard on certain folk. Thank you. You try not to be causing any casualties if you can. Ending lives when it can be avoided, well, that ain't gonna make you too proud in your old age. I know that only too well. So long. Good luck.
Damn, I missed one.
What the hell? You moron! Ain't got no problem killing you.
Why don't you take a rest or something? I ain't got another job just yet.
in which you are actually donating. So it only requires 1 or 2 for you to really progress through the trader. And of course, this makes life incredibly easy. And in all honesty, this really is the biggest selling point. To make things even better, you can, within the trader, unlock a hunting wagon where you can then stack animal goods, and it will allow you to stack legendary animals. This makes the trader a lot better, but for this to happen, you need to have the trader and naturalist. And then finally, because you have unlocked the trader, you can then go over to the moonshiner. The moonshiner is by far the best role within the game. It's the best in terms of gameplay, it's got the best side missions, it's got the best characters, and it has the best main missions. And not just that, it is also a passive role once you get everything set up. You just need to resupply, add flavor in, which only costs money, and then you can leave it for an hour, come back, and then all of your moonshine bottles are ready to be delivered. The only reason it is last is because the only way for you to get into this, especially as a solo player, is for you to go into the trader first. And it's not worth going for the trader any sooner than what we previously mentioned. Once you do unlock it, it makes sense for you to get the naturalist straight after, because you can use the legendary animals to benefit both the trader and also the naturalist. So this does mean the best role within the game is saved till last. But once all of this is done, you've unlocked all of the best content within the game. And this isn't going to be done within a day, it's going to take you a bit of time, because each of these roles can be extremely grindy. The easiest one to progress through is the collector, just because of the amount of XP that it pays out for every single collectible that you find, and also selling full collector sets. The last thing to say for this video is about weapons. There are a lot of weapons available, and some of them can be fairly expensive, but really you only need to have 4. This is the bolt action rifle, the varmint rifle, the Lancaster repeater, and the bow. A bolt action rifle is used to hunt weapons. There are a lot of weapons available, and some of them can be fairly expensive, but really you only need to have 4. This is the bolt action rifle, the varmint rifle, the Lancaster repeater, and the bow. The bolt action rifle is used to hunt medium to large animals, as well as still being a pretty decent weapon to take on NPCs as well as other players. The varmint rifle is the most useful weapon within the game. It's there to be used on smaller animals without damaging the carcass, and can also be part of the collectible. how to find bird eggs within trees, and also the naturalist to sedate and sample animals. The Lancaster repeater is the most popular weapon within the game to use against NPCs as well as other players. And finally, with the bow, it is nice to use on medium animals. You can also use it on smaller animals as long as you have the correct arrows. And also later you can get explosive arrows, which definitely helps when taking on players which are griefing you. This is absolutely everything you need for starting Red Dead Online, and we've gone through the whole process from the tutorial, building through to main missions, going to find different side content, and eventually progressing to the roles. We've also given the best weapons that you could be using right at the beginning so that you're not missing out on the content, but you're also not spending a lot of money. If you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And if you want more tutorials, I highly recommend watching this video right here. This video has been selected specifically just for you.
Customer. I assume you're here because you need money. Well, don't be cluttering up the place. All right, you're the new one, old and sent. Thinks he's some criminal mastermind these days. This is the last thing I need right now. All right. Well, I suppose we might as well both get paid. Oh, I'm so bored. It's like being trapped in a picture frame. So, they dropped off a note. Some job that needs doing. Whoever they are. Not that I give a damn anymore.
Well, hello again. Been some time now, eh?
Remember to keep all to yourself, eh?
Eyes open, man.
Morning.
Hey, you new here?
Morning, ma'am.
What's it gonna be then? Cheers.
You never been taught to give people room?
See ya.
Heard about the workers striking in Annesburg? I was told they got put down by force. Beat down every last one.
Ain't nothing surprising me no more. I know.
How you doing, handsome? Why are you causing me trouble? Hey, handsome. I ain't made for window shopping, darling.
Woo! I hear the sheriff in Annesburg ain't too happy happy his visitors stroll in such bad shape. If the... Bye. Thanks.
Y'all all right then? Better than most.
Red Dead Online used to be a lot harder to make money. At the beginning, the max amount of money you was able to make within 1 hour would be anywhere between $300 to $400. This has increased massively over the years. We're now...
Which weapon, horse or role should you buy first in Red Dead Online? How to earn gold, which settings are good and who killed Kennedy? I bet as a new player you asking yourself all these questions. Well, this 30 tips for beginners video will help you to find almost all the answers. I mean almost all the answers because obviously your first role choice should depend on your playing style and personal preferences. But let's begin. First tip is about character creation. If you're not willing to spend all day creating your character, it will probably look ugly, but don't worry, you can change your appearance at any time here. First time is free, but then you will have to pay $400. It says 10 gold bars here, but you can choose to pay dollars instead. But remember, you won't be able to change gender of your character. I mean, it's a Wild West, it's not that progressive. Next tip is about the best settings. There is one thing that you need to know about default settings in Red Dead Online.
It's a trap!
I mean, default settings in this game are just terrible. Change pretty much anything and you will receive some advantage. For example, for controller settings, change this one and you will receive easy fishing. Change this one and you will get an advantage in melee fights. And if you're using auto-aiming, change this as well. It's gonna be much easier. By the way, if you're playing on a PC, there is a trick that you have to know about. Even if you don't have controller at all, you still have to go to controller settings and change lock-on mode to free aim. Otherwise, game will be thinking that you're using auto-aiming and you will not receive free aim bonus, which is 20 experience per each kill, even if we're talking about killing animals. And since there is no auto
You can skip the pale jokes. I've already heard them all.
aiming for mouse aiming and you will mode to free aim. Otherwise, game will be thinking that controller setting auto-aiming, and you will not receive free aim bonus, which is 20 experience per each kill, even if we're talking about killing animals. And since there is no auto-aiming for mouse and a keyboard anyways, you will lose a lot of experience. So now you started the game and maybe even completed some story missions, and you're thinking, well, should I be good or bad in this game? Which reputation should I have? Because there is a reputation system and your honor level shown right here, but you know what, it does not matter, like pretty much at all. It only affects the choice of land of opportunity missions, the storyline for online. There is a good path and the bad one, and even if you will complete one of those, you will still change your honor at any point and complete the second one. You can easily decrease your honor level by killing NPCs, wounded animals and bounty targets, or increase your honor level by simply feeding your horse. Yes, it makes you a good person. There's also an NPC that changes your honor level if you will pay him gold, but there is totally no reason to visit him. But if you will choose to have a bad reputation and will kill NPCs, cows and steal horses, stuff like that, remember, there will be bounty on your head. Get $10 bounty and bounty hunter NPCs will follow you around. $20 bounty will make you a target for most players who have leveled up bounty hunter role at least a little bit. And having even $5 bounty on your head is kinda dangerous, because players who bought upgrade for the bounty hunter role and leveled it up will hunt you. So if you don't want all these problems, you can pay half of your bounty at box office or at your camp and it will be gone. And I guess now it's time to talk about money. You are probably not good with investments or saving money. It's not related to the topic of this video, just saying. Anyway, in this game there are two currencies, dollars and gold bars. Well, technically three, but don't worry about those blue coins. It's for rolls and you will earn more of them that you can spend. So gold is most important, and I mean, it's no coincidence that we can buy it with real life money, and you can earn it with help of treasure maps, daily challenges, achievements, or by doing different activities. First, let's talk about different activities in which you can earn gold. I'm talking about PvP events, land of opportunity missions, stranger missions and telegram missions, stuff like this. There's one thing that they all have in common, and you absolutely have to know about it. The amount of gold that you're gonna receive for completing such activity only depends on the time that you will spend for doing this activity. So you're like a lawyer or a prostitute, you're not getting paid for result, you're only getting paid for a time spent. So complete stranger mission, for example, in less than 3 minutes and receive no gold at all. If you will spend less than 6 minutes, you will receive 8 gold nuggets. If you will spend less than 9 minutes, you will receive 16 gold nuggets, and so on. Maximum amount is 48 gold nuggets for half an hour. If you will spend more than half an hour on an activity, you will get no extra payments. So maximum amount of gold per minute we are getting for completing missions in 3. 6, 9 or 12 minutes, and if we're talking about money, it should be exactly 10 minutes. By the way, timer starts when you appear on the map after watching the cutscene. It's not always the same as the timers that you can see on your screen. I mean, not in all activities there is even a timer. So the system is kinda weird and I personally don't like it, but you definitely have to know how it works. By the way, one of the best ways to earn gold and money is to look for the treasures with help of treasure maps. You can receive such treasure map for each 5 levels. Just go to the post office and take it. Also, they can be found in some free roam random encounters. For example, you can find it on a tree. You can loot treasure maps from NPCs, but it's kinda random and chances are pretty low, and you will receive a treasure map for having 28-day streak on your daily challenges. On average, you will find 1 gold bar and $100 in a treasure chest, so I definitely suggest you not to miss this opportunity, because you will have to spend like 10 minutes and it's a good profit for 10 minutes. If you for some reason have problems with finding some specific treasure, Red Dead Online interactive map by Gene Robb will help you. Link in the description. It's an extreme...
Back so soon? I don't think I have any work just yet. Would you come back in a while?
Oh, hi. What else do you need? Thanks.